Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to Tranquil Bujo. Today we are planning for the new year 2021. I hope it's a fresh start to what has otherwise been a pathetic year. I didn't want to use a theme that was too flashy for my yearly setup, so I chose a floral theme. The first page is obviously the cover page. I wanted to sort of greet the new year, I guess, so I wrote out 2021 and started to fill in the flowers that I had drawn. The design isn't anything too fancy, but it looks good, so I will take that as a win. I don't particularly like using the first side of the book, so I use the flip side to note down my key. The next page is my future log. I took 2 pages to fill out the future log so that I would have ample space to fill in any future events that I already knew. The spread was relatively simple to fill out but very time consuming. The next 2 spreads, as you can see now, are my shows and movie trackers. I've made a pledge to myself to, branch out from my usual genres and see if I enjoyed anything else. So I think these spreads would help me a lot. I also have a playlist spread to make a note of the songs I listened to the most this year, and I think it would be a good comparison when I check out my next year's playlist. The flower on this page didn't exactly come out the way I wanted, but that's okay, it still looks halfway decent. I also have a course tracker because I intend to take many online courses and I'd like to keep a track of when I start and when I finish. The next page is my quote page. I really wanted to include some sort of sunflower in this setup, so here it is. My last page for this setup is my bills tracker. There isn't anything to explain here, it's just a bills tracker. Before the painting bits begin, I just want you all to note that there might not be any coherence between the colors I've used. I just picked up colors that I thought would work best with the flowers I've drawn. Though I think I have stuck to red, yellow, blue and purple. I'm not going to be speaking too much now. I'll let you guys enjoy the paintings in peace. I used primary yellow to fill in the illustration of the key and used a watered down version of the primary red to fill in the word itself. As you guys can see now, I'm using a purple to highlight the days of the week in the future log. This illustration of a rose took me a while, so I really wanted to do it justice while I painted. So I took my own sweet time to paint it in, and I am so proud of how it looks. My camera battery died, which is why the footage directly cuts from the partially filled in yellow flower to the completely filled one. And I again used red to fill in the hibiscus. Finally, we are at one of my favorite illustrations in this video. I used a yellow to fill in the main flower that I visualized as a sunflower and used a purple for the others. Now I'm filling in the key and the headings of the pages. The quote I chose was, "Let us live like flowers, wild, beautiful and drenched in the sun." Here's the final flip through. I really enjoyed making this and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do it. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. Catch you guys next time.